Hello, cat lover. Welcome to the channel. Cat forever. If you live with a cat, you've probably noticed that they seem like enigmatic, being silent, observant, unpredictable, and at the same time, incredibly affectionate. In this video, we're going to understand what really goes on in a cat's mind. You'll discover how cats think, how they communicate, and why they do things that, to human eyes, seem strange or even rude. I promise that, in the end, you'll see your cat in a completely different light with more empathy, understanding, and connection. Before we begin, take a deep breath and look at your cat if it's nearby. Notice how it watches you as if deciphering your every move. That's right, cats. They study us all the time. And understanding this is the first step to improving coexistence and bonding. Feline behavior is a result of thousands of years of evolution. Even living indoors, surrounded by comfort and affection, cats still carry the instincts of their wild ancestors. They hunt, mark their territory, seek high places, hide when they are afraid, and show affection in ways we don't always notice. In this video, we'll explore the reasons behind cats' main behaviors. From purring to scratching furniture, and what each action means. You'll understand your cat's body, language, sounds, and even gaze. Cats don't speak our language, but they have their own, and when we learn to hear that language, everything changes. That paw swipe, the insistent meow, the fixed gaze, the lick, the affectionate little bite, all of these are forms of communication. Understanding what they mean is like receiving a secret manual to your cat's heart, so get ready. Because today, on Cat Forever, you're going to understand once and for all how your cat thinks, feels, and acts. And, as a bonus, you'll learn how to make his life and yours much more harmonious. Living with a cat is like diving into a fascinating universe, full of subtleties, silent gestures, and attitudes that, at first glance, seem indecipherable. And it is precisely there that the true study of cats begins. Feline behavior, a field that reveals how these extraordinary animals think, feel, and relate to the world. Many cat owners love their cats wholeheartedly, but still face daily dilemmas that leave them confused. One day the cat is affectionate, rubbing against them, purring and asking for cuddles. The next, it seems distant, independent, or even grumpy. Sometimes it scratches the sofa, meows loudly in the middle of the night, urinates outside the litter box, or gives light bites during petting. All this leads the owner to wonder, why does he do this? Or is he mad at me? The answer lies in understanding that feline behavior is a sum of natural instincts, emotions, and reactions to the environment. Cats don't act out of revenge or stubbornness. They respond to the world in a way that is consistent with their nature. When a cat behaves unexpectedly, it is expressing what it feels, what it needs, or what is bothering it. The nature of feline behavior: the domestic cat is essentially a hunter that lives indoors. Even surrounded by comfort, toys, and food, its brain remains programmed to survive in the wild. Feline behavior arises from this contrast between ancestral nature and modern life. A cat running around the house in the early morning isn't crazy, it's obeying the instinctive rhythm of twilight, hunting time for wild felines. A cat scratching the furniture isn't ruining the house, it's sharpening its claws and marking its territory. With a scent from glands located on its paws, everything is language, everything is instinct. Understanding this completely changes the relationship between the owner and the cat. When we understand that scratching is a form of communication and not an act of rebellion, we begin to offer alternatives instead of punishments. The silent language of the feline body and soul. A cat's body speaks, and it speaks all the time: ears, tail, posture, gaze, everything makes up feline body language. Feline behavior manifests itself in gestures so subtle that many go unnoticed. A raised tail is a friendly hello, an inflated tail indicates fear. Ears pointing forward reveal curiosity, flattened ears show irritation. When a cat slowly blinks at you, it's saying, I trust you. This blink is the feline equivalent of a silent hug. Even the act of purring, so beloved by pet owners, is more complex than it seems. Although associated with happiness, purring can also be a form of self-soothing during times of pain or nervousness. Hospitalized or anxious cats also purr to calm themselves. The secret lies in observing the context. Feline behavior is a symphony of signs, sounds, expressions, and movements that need to be interpreted together, not in isolation. Territory. The heart of the feline mind. Few tutors understand how much territory it is vital. For a cat's emotional balance, for us, the house is a home for them. It is the whole world, every room. Every piece of furniture, every smell is a part of his domain. Cats are territorial by nature, and that feline behavior it is structured based on this instinct. When something changes in the environment, the cat feels that its safety has been threatened. This can trigger reactions that the owner interprets as bad behavior: hiding, marking with urine, scratching more than usual. These behaviors are, in fact, attempts to reaffirm control of their territory. That's why cats rub their faces against objects, people, or doors. They are releasing calming pheromones that say, "This is safe, this is my place." Cleaning these areas with harsh products, or constantly rearranging the furniture, is the equivalent of erasing the cat's signature from the environment, and it has to start the process from scratch, which generates stress. In homes with more than one cat, territoriality becomes even more complex. Social feline behavior. This includes silent disputes over resting places, litter boxes, and the owner's attention. Even without fights, glances and postures reveal invisible hierarchies. The power of routine and predictability. Cats are creatures of habit. They don't like surprises, and feline behavior thus accurately reflects that. Changes in meal times, litter box changes, unexpected visits, loud noises, or even new smells can emotionally destabilize a cat. When the environment becomes unpredictable, the cat tries to regain control in some way, and this can result in behaviors that the owner considers wrong. It may start licking itself excessively, hiding, meowing more, or stop using the litter box. Therefore, maintaining a stable routine is one of the most powerful ways to balance behavior. Feeding at the same times every day, cleaning the litter box regularly, and setting aside daily playtime are fundamental pillars of feline well-being. Emotions and human connection. Feline behavior is deeply influenced by the emotions of the environment, including human emotions. Cats perceive the tone of voice, gestures, and even the emotional state of their owner. When there is tension, arguments, or excessive noise, the cat withdraws or shows agitation. Conversely, in homes where there is serenity and affection, it becomes more confident, affectionate, and sociable. Studies show that cats recognize their owner's voice and adapt their behavior according to the human's mood. They not only sense the energy of the environment, but they adjust emotionally. To her, an anxious owner tends to have a more reactive cat. A calm owner, a more balanced cat. The enigma of the meowing is perhaps the most curious characteristic of domestic cat behavior in the wild. Adult cats rarely vocalize among themselves. This form of communication is reserved almost exclusively for interaction with humans. This means that your cat invented a language just for you. Each meow has an intonation and a purpose: to get attention, to ask for food, to complain, to greet, or to express discomfort. A cat that meows excessively may be bored, anxious, sick, or simply trying to teach its owner how to respond. The best way to deal with it is to observe the pattern when it meows. What happened before? What it wants? The meow is a clue, and understanding the context is a key to deciphering it. The body speaks: posture, gaze, and energy. When we talk about feline behavior, it's impossible to ignore the power of body language. The cat is a master of nonverbal expression. An upright body, high tail, and firm gaze show confidence. A lowered body, folded ears, and sideways glance reveal fear or defensiveness. And there's the famous hunting gait: slow walking, body close to the ground, eyes fixed on the target. It's pure inheritance from the ancestral predator. These signals are the cat's way of expressing its feelings. Forcing physical contact when it shows discomfort, for example, can generate stress and even defensive aggression. Respecting the cat's space and time is what maintains a healthy relationship. I have a feline mind. Sleep is a vital need. Cats sleep an average of 16 hours a day. But this behavior isn't laziness, it's biology. During deep sleep, the feline brain processes information, restores energy, and consolidates memories of the day's experiences and stimuli. Constantly disrupting this cycle affects mood and behavior. A cat deprived of adequate sleep may become irritable, hyperactive, or suspicious. The choice of sleeping location is also revealing. Sleeping in high places demonstrates a desire for vigilance and security. Sleeping close to the owner shows complete trust. Sleeping hidden away indicates a need for emotional isolation. Each sleeping position is a phrase within the language of the animal. Feline behavior, feeding, hunting, and instinct eating is also a behavior. In nature, cats hunt various small prey throughout the day, expending physical and mental energy. At home, ready-made food removes this challenge and the brain misses the activity. Therefore, offer fractionated and enriched feeding gets so important. Toys that release food gradually stimulate hunting and reduce boredom. That's what we call food enrichment. Furthermore, each cat should have its own feeding area, away from rivals. Eating side by side is pack behavior, typical of dogs, not cats. Respecting this avoids tension and ensures tranquility. Health and behavior go hand in hand. That feline behavior, it is also a direct reflection of physical health. Cats with pain, urinary tract infections, inflammation, or dental problems change their behavior without warning. They become irritable, hide, or stop grooming themselves. Therefore, any sudden change in behavior, sleeping more, stopping playing, avoiding contact, needs to be evaluated by a veterinarian. Sometimes, what seems like a behavioral problem is actually a clinical symptom. Aging and personality changes over the years. That feline behavior, things change. Older cats sleep more, explore less, and seek more closeness with their owner. Some develop what's called feline cognitive syndrome, similar to dementia in humans, affecting memory and orientation. They can get lost inside the house, meow at night, or forget where the litter box is. Patience and affection from the owner are fundamental at this stage. Adjusting the environment, maintaining simple routines, and providing emotional security are essential. Socialization and affection. Despite their reputation for being independent, cats form deep bonds with humans. Social feline behavior, it's full of affectionate gestures. The cat rubbing against you is mixing its own scent with yours. It's the feline way of saying we're from the same group. Licking, lying close, blinking slowly, bringing toys, or even sleeping on your chest are clear demonstrations of love and trust. Each cat has its own unique way of loving, and recognizing this is a secret to a harmonious relationship. The science behind feline behavior. Recent research has shown that cats recognize their name, distinguish familiar voices, and remember emotional experiences for years. They also understand tone of voice. If you speak angrily, the cat notices. If you speak calmly, it responds serenely. Other studies indicate that cats in enriched environments with toys, scratching posts, safe windows, and a stable routine are less prone to aggression, anxiety, and behavioral disorders. In other words, Feline feline behavior, it is born from an environment that respects instincts and promotes safety. Understanding behavior is only the first step. The second and perhaps most important is learning how to react to it. This is where the owner goes from observer to partner, transforming the home into an environment that respects the cat's nature, while simultaneously reducing unwanted behaviors. The key to harmony lies in implementing small, daily changes that meet the cat's physical and emotional needs. And you don't need to be an expert, just patience, empathy, and consistency. The first practical step is observe before reacting. Often, when faced with something bothersome like a scratched sofa or nighttime meowing, the owner tends to reprimand the cat when, in fact, they should be asking themselves, what is he trying to tell me? Observing without judgment is what paves the way to understanding the real cause and solving the problem at its root. Scratching posts and the intelligent use of space. Cats need to scratch. It's a necessity, not a whim. Scratching serves to stretch muscles, release stress, and mark territory. When a cat scratches a sofa, it's not doing wrong, it's trying to say, I need something for my claws. The solution is simple. Offer a suitable alternative vertical and horizontal scratching posts, made of sizzle, carpet, or cardboard, placed in strategic locations near where he usually scratches. Spreading catnip or spraying synthetic pheromones helps to direct his interest. If the cat insists on staying on the sofa, temporarily cover the area with double fabric or special adhesive tape without strong glue. The discomfort to the touch discourages the behavior. But never yell or use physical punishment. This breaks trust and increases anxiety. Another essential point: ice explore vertical space. Cats love high places because they feel safe observing everything from above. Install shelves, hammocks, and elevated niches. This not only improves their physical well-being, but also reduces territorial disputes in homes. With more than one cat, the power of environmental enrichment. A bored cat is a problem cat. When the environment lacks stimulation, it creates its own challenges, running around, biting, knocking things over, or meowing incessantly. The secret to a balanced cat is an environment that mimics nature. Enrichment can be sensorial, cognitive, physical, or social. Sensory for different smells and textures, some grass, toys with bells, herbal scents, mint, chamomile, catnip. Cognitive interactive toys that challenge the cat to think, such as balls that release treats, boxes with openings, and prize hunting toys. Physical shelves, tunnels, cardboard boxes, scratching posts, and climbing areas. Social daily playtime with the tutor, ideally. Dedicate at least 15 minutes twice a day for playing with your cat. This replaces hunting and reduces destructive behaviors. The feather wand is one of the most effective toys. It mimics the movement of prey. The secret is to let the cat win. From time to time, capturing the toy so that it feels satisfaction and relaxation after the hunt. Rotating toys weekly is also important. Cats get bored with repetition. Put some away and reintroduce them after a few days. This renews their interest and activates their natural curiosity. How to deal with excessive meowing. Meowing is a form of communication. If a cat meows excessively, it wants something: food, attention, company, or simply to express anxiety. Before taking any action, observe when and in what situations meowing occurs. If it's close to feeding time, he simply learned that the sound brings results. In that case, avoid feeding immediately after the meowing. Wait a few seconds of silence and only then offer him the food. That way, he understands that silence is what brings reward. If the meowing is at night, the problem may lie in the routine. Many cats sleep all day and are active at night. To adjust, promote intense playtime before bedtime. Playing is tiring, and a tired cat sleeps better. Avoid yelling or reacting angrily. Cats don't understand reprimands. They only perceive your emotion, and this increases their anxiety. Silence and consistency are far more powerful than any scolding. Peeing outside the box. Few behaviors worry pet owners as much as urinating outside the litter box. It's frustrating, but it's one of the clearest signs that something is wrong, whether physically or emotionally. The first step is rule out health problems. Urinary tract infection, cystitis, and abdominal pain are common causes. Cats associate pain with urination and begin to avoid the litter box. If your health is normal, analyze your environment. Is the box always clean? Is it located in a quiet and safe place? Is there more than one cat using the same litter box? Is this the type of sand he likes? Ideally, you should have a box per cat, plus one extra. Cats like options. Use unscented, fine grain litter and change it completely at least once a week. Avoid placing the litter box near food or in high traffic areas. If the problem persists, spraying calming pheromones in the environment and gradually reintroducing the cat to the litter box helps a lot. Placing a little of his urine inside the box also helps him recognize the location as a safe bathroom, reducing stress and anxiety. Anxiety is one of the most silent causes of behavioral disorders. An anxious cat may lick itself until it creates wounds, hide frequently, or react aggressively to small stimuli. Calm environments with stable routines and safe spaces are essential. Soft music, pheromone diffusers, and familiar objects with the owner's scent help the cat feel protected. When unavoidable changes occur, such as renovations, travel, or visits, create a feline refuge, a quiet room with a bed, water, food, and toys. Maintaining a predictable environment is the best way to prevent behavioral relapses. Dealing with aggression. Feline aggression rarely arises out of nowhere. It is usually a reflection of fear or pain. A cat that feels cornered reacts with an attack because it believes it has no other way out. The best way to deal with it is to not retaliate. Move away calmly, without direct eye contact, and aim for the cat to calm down. Identify the cause. Is there another animal scaring it? Was there a loud noise? Is it in pain? Often, aggression is defensive. Games involving hunting help release pent-up energy and reduce tension. Never use physical punishment. This destroys trust and turns fear into trauma. Reconnection should be done calmly. Approaching gradually, offering treats, and speaking softly. Establishing a balanced routine. Cats thrive on predictability. Establish fixed schedules for feeding, playtime, and rest. This helps their bodies and behavior synchronize when there's a routine. The cat understands what to expect and feels in control of its environment, and this reduces unwanted behaviors. Divide your day into key moments: morning food, gentle affection, and a little playtime. Afternoon, a calm environment, ideal for relaxation. Night, simulated hunt games, feeding, and final rest. This structure closely resembles the natural rhythm of hunting and resting, reducing boredom and anxiety. Play and emotional bonding. Playing is more than just fun, it's communication. During playtime, cats express their instincts and, at the same time, create emotional bonds with their owner. The best games are those that involve movement: wands, ribbons, light balls, hanging toys. The important thing is to allow the cat to participate in the hunt. Avoid playing with hands or feet. This encourages biting. Use intermediate toys, and remember, the cat needs to win. When it captures the toy, it feels accomplished, like a predator after the hunt. In addition, set aside quiet moments together. Sit close, pet, talk. The cat associates your presence with security. Gentle touches on the head and back release endorphins in both the cat and you. It's a chemical bond of love, avoiding boredom and loneliness. Although independent, cats also feel loneliness. Spending the entire day alone without stimulation can cause apathy, anxiety, and even depression. Leave interactive toys, hide treats around the house, and if possible, have more than one cat, provided that the adaptation is done gradually and with adequate environmental support. The presence of another cat, when harmonious, stimulates play, communication, and emotional comfort. But be careful, don't introduce a new cat abruptly. Use the method of approach by keeping them in separate rooms for the first few days, and swapping blankets that smelled like each other. The role of patience. Modifying behaviors takes time. Cats don't change overnight, and success lies in consistency. Positive reinforcement, a suitable environment, and routine are more effective than any reprimand. Every small step forward should be appreciated. The cat that used to scratch the sofa and now uses a scratching post. The one that used to hide and now accepts affection. The one that used to meow all night and now sleeps peacefully. These changes are achievements of trust, not obedience. Cats don't obey, they cooperate when they feel understood. Healthcare and prevention. Regular visits to the veterinarian are an essential part of well-being. Even cats that live exclusively indoors need annual checkups, vaccinations, and parasite control. Subtle behavioral changes, such as eating less, sleeping more, or avoiding interaction, can indicate silent pain. Cats instinctively hide suffering. An attentive owner notices these signs before they develop into serious illnesses. In addition to physical health, feline mental health that should be respected. A mentally stimulated cat lives longer and better. Boredom is an invisible enemy that weakens vitality and destroys the emotional bond. Small changes, big results. Sometimes small actions are enough. Opening a window with a protective screen, creating an observation space, changing the litter, introducing different toys. Each adjustment contributes to the cat's well-being. The owner who is willing to learn from their own animal discovers that behavior is in fact a silent conversation, and the more one observes, the more one understands. The ideal coexistence is not about control, but about harmony. By applying these strategies, the owner begins to see the cat differently, not as a mysterious being, but as a companion full of personality and emotion. Harmony arises from mutual respect. The owner respecting the cat's instincts, and the cat, out of trust, opening itself up to human interaction. Every gesture of patience, every act of care, every adjusted routine is a translation of love into feline language. And when the cat senses this, it responds with what is purest within it: a serene purr, a confident gaze, and a simple act of lying down beside you silently, but saying everything. When we understand that cats are beings full of instincts and subtleties, everything changes. They cease to be difficult and become a mirror of nature, independent, sensitive, and loyal in their own way of loving. We learn that scratching is a form of communication. Meowing is a request for attention, and hiding is a sign of vulnerability. The secret is to observe with your heart and learn to speak like a cat. If you've made it this far, you've already taken a huge step towards a more harmonious coexistence. Caring for a cat means understanding that every movement, look, and gesture is a message, and the more we learn to interpret them, the deeper the relationship becomes. Here in CATFOREVER, goal is to help you live better with your cat with respect, love, and wisdom. So, if this content helped you understand a little more about the feline world, please like, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and share this video with other cat owners. Write in the comments, "Now I understand my cat," and tell us an interesting fact about your cat. Stay with us for more content about feline behavior, fun facts, and care. Until the next video.